Right. Hello and welcome. This is Bo coming to you from Washington State. Beautiful, 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 rainy Washington State. Um, this is Bo with AntiSlaveQE. Apologies, I'm a little bit stoned right now. So I'm just here questioning a few things as I do constantly and consistently. So I was looking um on this article, right? That was on it's on the New York Times. It's up here on the New York Times, right? And it's says a wave of parents has been radicalized by COVID era misinformation to reject ordinary childhood immunizations with potentially lethal consequences. Bam, bam, bam. So it's like, man, that's kind of a scary headline. You know what I mean? And like, look at that soft, sweet little baby about to get injected with God knows what's right there. I don't know. That's sketchy. That's scary. See, this is something that I've been really worried about too. Is maybe the potential of there being some sort of vaccine mandate with school age children, right? So my parents are both vaccinated. I'm sure my sister is. A lot of my friends are. I'm not. My daughter is not. Uh, I think there's something up with this shit. Personally, I've had a little bit of experience with not necessarily with COVID. I was hospitalized with was what was thought to be COVID, and then turned out was just some sort of super fucked up pneumonia that I had gotten and just fell sick from, and didn't take care of it fast enough. So I ended up getting damn near terminally ill, and I had to be put on a respirator and shit. But that's a story I want to get into here in a moment. But first, I wanted to. So this is a big ass article, right? Like we got an hour and 44 seconds if you want to listen to it, and that's a big fucking fat article right there. So we're looking through this shit, right? And it's got the typical story, the mom that comes in with the kids and they want to give the kids the COVID vaccine and they're like, no. And then they're like, look at this mother and how scared she is. Um, so it's, I don't know, man. They're talking a lot about this, different political standpoints and shit. And I'm saying, okay, there's another picture. Sweet little baby about to get jabbed, looking at the doctor like, what the fuck are you doing, bruv? Like, what are you doing, bruv? Look at him, fat little baby. You don't want that shit. He said, fuck no. Look at his eyes. He's saying, please don't jab me. Please, no jabs. No jabs for babies, bro. That should be the thing, is no jabs for babies. Look at that sweet baby. God damn. Okay. So I know I'm skimming through this just like real quickly and shit. My YouTube channel is gonna get fucking banned at some point because I'm just posting screen recordings of shit that I probably shouldn't be. But and okay, so look at this shit. They're putting pictures up of a bunch of people doing the shit with the protesting and whatnot. And I remember seeing a lot of that, dude, and it was crazy because I was living under such a fucking rock, and I remember seeing people out protesting about vaccines, and me under the rock I was living in was like, what the fuck's going? Because I literally do not watch the news. There got to a certain point in my life where I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not watching the news, and I just stopped watching the news. I literally just stopped watching it, stopped looking at shit on the internet, and was like, fuck it. And I had no idea that vaccines got mandated for some people. Like later, my dad told me, he was like, "Yeah, I had to get it because I didn't want to lose my job." This guy has been working for the fucking county for 30 years and legitimately almost lost his job because he didn't want to get vaccinated. Wow, bro, that's crazy. You need to know, bro. As soon as something like that gets mandated, where the government's like, "Yep, you need to have this," bro, that's when you know shit's up. And also, too, you're gonna tell me that this fucking thing that has like a 99% fucking survival rate, that people are gonna, I mean, okay, this is another thing too. So when COVID first happened, and this shit was going on, I wasn't at the best time of my life. Admittedly, I was on drugs and I was homeless. All right, and I was running around in the nastiest parts of these towns. Okay, in the dingiest parts of these places, bro, and I never got sick. I never fucking I never stayed inside. I didn't have an inside to stay in, you know? So I was out and about all the time, going from point A to point B around a bunch of other different people. Never got sick. Was completely fine. And then later in life got myself together. Literally, in the time that this COVID shit has been going on. That's so crazy. My entire life is falling apart and gotten back together again. That's crazy. Anywho, bro, so like, yeah, man. During that time when I got sick a while ago, and I had to go to the hospital. Oh, this is cool. Robert F. Kennedy. So this is, this guy's a politician. This guy's been a politician, and he's out here being like questioning shit. He's gonna die soon. Just saying. He's out here. He's gonna get assassinated soon. You can't stand up against the fucking powers that be, bro. It just, man. Okay. So anywho, yeah, I had gone to the hospital because I had having this respiratory issue. And these guys came out and like it had gotten to the point where I was like, I felt like I was gonna die. My girlfriend was like, you need to go to the hospital. Okay, so we went to the hospital. Now, I don't remember too much from it. And after it initially happened, I was just kind of like thankful to be alive. But now when I think back on it, I'm like, man, maybe that was a little weird, right? So when I first got there, the nurses at first were like, I didn't get tested or anything. They were just like, oh, this has to be COVID. This has to be COVID. So I feel like they maybe started using some kind of COVID protocol to take care of what situation I was in. Long story short, I ended up getting intubated, and they had to put this thing down my mouth or down my neck, and it went down into my lungs, and it was like breathing for me because my lungs were shutting down. And also too, when they were intubating me, I guess the nurse that inserted one of these chest tubes or whatever, because I had to have these two holes in my chest where these two tubes were going in, you know. And I guess one of them they did it up too high, and the guy hit too hard because he fucking collapsed my lung. And then they were like, oh no, this guy's really gonna fucking die. And I just remember waking up days later, kind of disoriented, not really knowing what was going on, and I was in a hospital and being like, holy fuck. But I woke up and I was on this thing that was breathing for me. And this is the craziest part, is that while this thing was breathing for me, it was like an electrical machine that would breathe for you. But then there was also this little part that would fill up with liquid that was getting either extracted out of my lungs or was overflowing into said thing. I don't know. Whatever it was, it had to be manually pumped out by a person, right? Okay. And I was in this motherfucking hospital bed whilst COVID was going on, so they're just short staffed as fuck. There's nobody in there with me. And every single time that shit would fill up, I wouldn't be able to breathe. And I remember every single time being like, okay, this is it. This is when I die, because I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, I couldn't scream for help. I was bound down to the bed, so I couldn't reach the call button, and I think I had been asleep for so long anyways that there. So yeah, it was a terrible experience, and I almost died from it. And I know now in my everyday working and stuff, like it's hard to breathe. It's I feel like my health and general shit is just fucked now. It's fucked. Like it's hard to breathe. I feel like I'm constantly getting sick now. It's just I don't know. It's just weird. I was on a ventilator for like a week, and that machine was breathing for me, and it was taking shit out of my lungs. So I heard it was bad to be on a respirator anyways. I don't know if I was I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I don't know if I was put on the respirator like that because they thought it was a COVID thing and maybe I could have been helped in a different way or what. But I also know that I was completely being a dumbass and just not paying attention to my health in any way, shape, or form. So I did let it get to that point. I did fucking have to go in, but I think I don't think I do remember when I was going in there, the guys coming out in the suits and stuff and being like, oh, this has to be COVID, because I was like, I couldn't breathe. I was having all the symptoms of COVID, but when they actually tested me, I didn't have COVID. And then when they got me in and did like when they scanned me and shit, they found out that I just had really, really, really bad fucking pneumonia that was turning septic, and I was losing the fight. My body was just losing the fight. So anywho's just like back to this shit, man. This coronavirus pandemic shit, man. This is just so crazy. This shit is just so fucking crazy to me. And then they got these shits, man. And then yeah, man. Nuremberg Trials 20. That's funny. This guy's sitting out here fucking This guy's sitting out here fucking being woke as fuck in the middle of all these. That's funny. He's like, what about this though? Fuck me. That's good. That'd be me. That'd be me at the fucking vaccine fucking. Oh shit. Shit. I'd be out there with the fucking sign about calzone fence because you can't say on YouTube. You know, you can't say on YouTube. Calzone fence. I like that. All right. Anywho, yeah. So this place is just, man. This is the world's going to hell, guys. Uh, I guess I don't have much more to say about this. I'm pretty sure you know my standpoint. You can see my standpoint. I don't want a goddamn vaccination. I don't want my family getting vaccinated, even though they already all are. Um, yeah. Foo. Fuck me. Sketchy stuff. All right. God bless. Everybody here. If you're on my YouTube, you should definitely check out the Reddit because the Reddit's cool. It'd be r/AntiSlaveQE on the Reddits, and there's some stuff popping on there. I like to share stuff on Reddit. So, all right, God bless you guys. Have a good rest of your day.